What's up, everybody? This is Spike.
This is Drew.
Another flawless opening. Saddle up onto the bar. It's time for 805 Live with Spike and Drew.
That's us.
Hi, this is Misty Blue from Savannah, Georgia. These two guys really shape my Georgia peaches. You're listening to 805 Live with Spike and Drew.
I don't know if I want you shaking some other girl's peach.
I don't know. We likes us some Georgia peaches, though, yo.
Yeah, we do, especially because it's not 25 freaking degrees in Georgia. Right.
What's up, everybody? Glad to have you back. We definitely got some good numbers over the weekend, and we really appreciate everybody tuning in.
Absolutely, yeah. We geek out on watching our little download numbers and stuff, and you guys are tickling us in our happy spot.
You guys, let's open a bar. We got a heck of a show in front of us.
That's a good thing. I got to tell you, we're jam-packed. I have a suggestion if you don't.
Please do.
Well, it's kind of taking the easy way out, but I would say we drink to a man who influenced rock and roll as we know it in a million different ways and passed away this week. Let's tip one back to Fats Domino.
Oh, yes. And I think the thing that I saw the most of, that's good. Let's just spill vodka everywhere.
The
thing that I thought was, I don't want to say funny. It was peculiar.
Interesting.
A lot of us thought he was dead already.
I think I'm the one that mentioned it to you this time. Here's my dog. I think I'm the one that actually scooped you this time and said Fats Domino instead of you saying it to me as you usually do. I was shocked. I was like, Fats still around?
Yeah. Was there any word on how he passed away or?
From being old as balls, I think he was 90 something.
Oof.
I think. I could be wrong.
Most iconic.
Oh, he was born in February of 1928. So yeah, he'd run his race.
Best memory, best iconic moment.
Fats Domino?
Yeah.
I hate to be typical, but
there's only one.
Blueberry Hill.
Well, and my answer, because it was such a staple of my growing up in the 70s, would be Richie Cunningham singing "I Found My Thrill."
There you go.
And
there you go.
That brought him, into the ear holes and minds and stuff of.
But if you listen to any of his music, Ain't That a Shame, Blueberry Hill, I Hear You Knocking, Blue Heaven, all that stuff, you listen to that, and I don't care if you like rock from 2017 or rock from 1977, you're going to find some influence in there, and he did a ton of influence.
And Cheap Trick, live at the Budokan.
There you go.
They crank out one of the best versions of Ain't That a Shame.
Gives me goosebumps just thinking about it.
The Bunny Carlos on drums. I love the drums on that. I just love the energy.
What I love about that song is how much fun it is to run lights to that song. That is where the sound is like, I can only make it so good. But the light guy's going ape crap crazy on that song.
Right.
Yes. All right.
Well, yes, let's do that.
Here's the Fats.
Cheers.
There was some happily goodness.
I'm going to add a little water to the Tito's. Ooh.
Tito, quick. Bring me a tissue.
Tito's vodka is outstanding, but when you come... Traffic is really bad in California today, boys and girls.
That's a shame, buddy.
Mm.
You had your air conditioner on and your sunglasses. And
I know we've talked about it many a time, and I try to stay calm and stay focused and just realize that it's not going to be forever and just put along at half a mile an hour. It's just. Ooh.
I would like to have an onboard recording of you driving home.
I know we've thought about that, and I've gone as far as taking my cell phone, smacked it up on the dash, hit it, spun around, and I get like 2 minutes in. I'm like, I'm not going to show that. That's
it beeped every second.
Wow.
For some reason, for 2 weeks in a row now, maybe the family's banished him, but my dog comes down here right as the show opens and throws a big old pumpkin head on my leg.
That's
I suppose it's good. It keeps me from pushing buttons I shouldn't be pushing.
You need to crack that whip down on your on Yoko there.
Hey, guess what?
What?
We made the big time at last, Mama.
I know. I couldn't believe I couldn't remember that song.
that was a good one. Bad Company.
Bad Company. Indeed.
Yeah. Of course, we're talking about our weekly gig on Variety 107.1. You can check us out in addition to iTunes, in addition to Google Podcasts or whatever podcatcher you want. Variety 107.1 is carrying us on the tune-ins. You can also find them at variety1071fm.com.
Yeah. Boy, oh boy, what a nice little jump we got from having them play our podcast.
That didn't suck.
Numbers bumped up kind of nice. That's very cool.
That did not suck even a little bit.
So yeah, they you go over to their website, log it in, you can put it on at work, and then they got a morning show, the Electric Radio Show. They're pretty fun guys.
Those guys do good stuff.
And then if you need to hear us again, they're there available to you.
And we get music played in and amongst ourselves. Isn't that?
Yeah, I heard that the other night. That doesn't suck either.
The missus was listening. She's like, well, at least they're playing good music for you guys.
And just to give everybody a little scoop, there might be a second show that Drew and I are going to be doing. But still, our lawyers are talking to their lawyers, all that happy hoo-ha's going on. But if it happens, it's going to be a lot of fun, you guys. You're going to want to not miss that one either.
I'm sure it'll be top 40, new, next, now, kind of today's hit sort of thing.
Ariana Grande 24/7, because good Lord Almighty, she's a little cutie.
Isn't she just? But we digress slightly.
Right.
Find us. Tell them where to find us.
Find us at www.805liveshow.com. And if you would like to shoot us a little message, tell us what you're thinking, tell us what you're wanting to get off the lawn about, 402-882-0298. Leave us a message. Your audio may be played over the air. Probably. Which brings us to we got a voicemail, I heard.
Is it the listener mailbag time?
Listener mailbag
from the home office in South Yankton, Nebraska.
I heard about this. I have not heard it. So you listening now are going to be hearing it live, raw, as I hear it. And so go ahead, G. Let's play it.
I hope all of you are watching, because this is how a dutiful son reacts to this voicemail.
Hi. Last week you were asking people to call you if they had any complaints or dislikes. Well, that's not why I'm calling. Wow. I want to congratulate you for your syndication of your show. I think it's great. And tell you, I think last week was one of your better shows. I don't remember. You used to do a part of your show when somebody died, you would drink a shot to him or something. Was Bo Diddley, did he die before your last show or after? I'm curious about that. And I want to coin a phrase, and I want to know what you think about this. It's nothing to do with you guys. It's called, you can wash the dirt, but you can't wash the soul.
Oh.
That's nothing to do with you guys. You were talking about coining phrases last week, and this just hit me all of a sudden. And I just was wondering about it. And I'm sure you'll know who I am. I'm Spikes, Mr. Spikes, and Dad. And so we'll catch you later. Bye.
Oh, my God.
You know what I love about that?
Oh.
I would say, without fear of correction, that's our number one fan.
Oh, yeah. That guy.
All right, Dangerous Dan, thanks for the voicemail.
Oh,
And I appreciate
So-
you making the point that you weren't talking about us needing our souls washed.
you can wash the dirt, but you can't wash the soul. Is that what he said?
That's what he said, and that's
deep.
That's real deep, yo.
That's real deep.
Real deep.
Thanks, Pop. God, that's nice. And I think he meant Fats Domino, not Bo Diddley.
I was going to give him a little grief about that, but he'd smack me.
Well, yeah.
Deservedly.
Wow, that is awesome. So there you go. That's what we want you all to do. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
The rest of you family of 805 Live with Spike and Drew, pick up your dang phones and leave a voicemail. Also, pay attention to these guys.
All things sports from 5 friends' perspectives. 5 idiots who can't decide if they like sports or drinking more. They each think their teams are the best and spend more work hours doing fantasy football research than anything else. From drafts to free agency, finals to opening days, they cover it all, almost always with a beer in their hands. This is Getting Sports with Drunk.
Be sure to follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Getting Sports with Drunk. Twitter is at GSWD_4. Subscribe on Podbean and iTunes and find us every morning on the Leave Sports Network from 7 to 8 a.m.
So sit back, drink, debate.
Those silly guys are going to talk about us, so we're going to pump them as well.
Getting Sports with Drunk. Check them out. They are on Facebook. They've got all the stuff. I have not been fortunate enough to log in yet, but I promise you guys we're going to both check it out and looking forward to checking out your like 805, but with sports stuff.
Right. You know, interestingly, I played that for a reason. We're going on a day early, clearly, because tomorrow is Halloween, and Vinny told us if we go on Wednesday, he's quitting. So we're going on Monday, and Monday Night Football is happening even as we speak. Have you looked for lately, my brother?
No.
Well, you're playing.
I don't know if I'm playing a crappy team.
Mm-hmm.
It's Denver. They're not that crappy.
Well, they are ever since their 800-year-old quarterback retired. And your boys are up 17-3. Take a deep breath. It's okay.
Okay, it's 7. Okay.
We will update that throughout the show.
And the thing that kills me is that Raiders Chiefs game was just head-to-head the whole time, and Raiders aren't near as good as Denver. And one thing I got to throw in, it's not on the list, but it just remembered talking about the sports thing.
Ad-lib me, baby.
I got a buddy here in Sacktown named Will. He is, how do I want to say this? He's kind of wanting to expand his horizons. I met Will when he was dating one of my good friends. And at the time he was working at one of the like major jewelry stores in Sacramento. And so the guy's really sharp. And he's kind of
fella.
Say again?
The handsome fella?
Well, that too. But so he's kind of thinking about maybe, and I don't know if I'm showbizzing this because I don't know if his wife knows or not, who's also the friend that I knew. He married her. They've got 3 beautiful kids. He is thinking about becoming a stand-up comedian. So we were talking the other night, and I said to him, I said, you know, if you want to come on and just shoot the round with us sometime, you can do that. The other thing that this guy is going to be good for that you and I are about is sports. And so it might be fun to throw him on here sometime in the next couple of weeks or something like that.
Well, you're not putting Will on the spot at all, are you?
No, I'm not.
But I would love to have him on, and I would also love to send my bro Spike on a live remote. When Will gets a stand-up gig, he'll have a video crew there. And everybody will say, wow, who is this guy with his own video crew?
Right. I told
our boy Will.
I was saying to him, I said, if there's an open mic, just go. I'll be right there with you. I'll be laughing and clapping for you, you know.
And recording, because we're hookers and we'll watch anything a couple times.
Right. We are slapped.
Periscope on our phones.
Okay, so we got that out of the way. We got that out of the way. Listener mailbag out of the way. Fats Domino out of the way. Okay, let's get into so much in the news right now.
So much stuff.
I'm going to let you go first because I don't know what you want to talk about first, and
I want to poke a little fun at this one.
Okay.
Before we get into the one that pokes fun at us. Have you heard about the Amazon key?
In my Amazon mail a couple weeks ago, I saw something and I didn't fully get what it meant. And then when you put it on there, I didn't look any further into it. I just figured we'd talk about it and we'll go from there.
Okay, so let me break it down for you. I will explain it to you as if I was Amazon and you were my friend.
Okay.
Amazon Key is a service whereupon you get an electronic lock on your house. And you also put a cloud cam in your house.
A cloud cam.
Cloud cam. It's like a security camera, right?
Okay.
So what Amazon Key does is when you get a delivery to your house, the delivery driver scans a barcode, which activates blah 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 to the blah 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 to the blah blah blah, and it turns on your camera and unlocks the door for him. So he can take your delivery of your Charmin
right
inside your house rather than on your doorstep. And the cloud cam is turned on so that you can see what homeboy's doing in your house while he's there.
Yeah, no. I'm going to take a pass on that.
I think the vast majority of everybody's going to take a pass on that. Honestly.
And now I'm not of the ilk of Jiminy Christmas.
That was excellent. Vinny, edit that in.
Sorry, Vinny.
17 minutes.
What the heck did I do?
I think you hooked your zipper into your mic.
All right, we let enough space go for him to do edit.
God, I hope.
So I'm not of the ilk of a burglar of any sort or robber, but I guess my first thought is if I'm a bad dude, I'm going to wait to watch for the UPS guy or the Amazon guy. Wait until I hear the door unlock, and I'm going to knock out the UPS guy, and I'm going to have entrance into the house.
Well, and here's the other thing. I haven't noticed this in the story. I mean, it may be in the story. And here's a housekeeping side note. We should start throwing all these links into our Facebook page when we do these things. But we'll throw it up there. I haven't noticed how it decides to lock your door again. I'm assuming there's a way.
I suppose once it closes again, right?
I don't know. I got a internet enabled lock on my door, and I got to make sure it's pulled shut before the bolt will go through and blah, blah, blah. Plus, I have a fully loaded Doberman in my house.
Well, and that's not the only thing.
You have a fully loaded bullshit in your house.
Skunk.
Did I say that right?
Skunk killer.
Skunk squeezer.
Oh yeah.
You got Weezer the skunk squeezer. I think you need to rename him.
You got another bath the other day because it's just like.
God, did it happen again?
No, but I think that when he goes out into the grass, wherever the skunk was, and he gets wet from the dew, that activates it. Plus, he's walking around in skunk funk and.
So you're saying the UPS guy wouldn't want to come in your house because of?
I don't know. Is he even breathing heavy? Hey, now.
I don't even know if he's breathing hard. Depends on how heavy your package is. We talked about this last week. So yeah, I am firmly on the side. Bear in mind, we are two grumpy old guys.
Yeah, I'm going to say no.
If I lived in downtown Detroit and UPS left a package on my doorstep, I understand the fact that it would be there for 12 minutes before it was gone. I get that.
Right.
But there are so many reasons I'm not going to let my door get automatically unlocked.
Yeah, I'm with that.
By the UPS driver. So
let's broaden our minds a moment. Let's try to think if there would be a time and place that this would be good, and this is a crucial and to keep it profitable for my company, Amazon.
I can see where it would be profitable because I don't have to send you a new widget because the last widget got stolen off your doorstep. And to be honest, Amazon is the bomb. If I call them up and say, hey, you guys sent me a delivery notification and my crap is not there, they'll be like, I'm sorry, Mr. Drew. Let me send you another one and we'll eat the problem.
But
and I love that about them.
In as much as I'm making money on the widget that I send you,
right?
What about the insurance that's going to take, or the court cost it's going to take if some guy comes in, knocks the female UPS driver over the head, does unspeakable things, robs the house, blah, blah, blah.
You live in a crappy part of the country.
I'm just saying it's a big
absolutely. I don't know what kind of liability they got to be carrying. I will say that Jeff Bezos, who is the chief bottle washer at Amazon, became the richest man in the world just the other day because of their latest earnings report. He shot way over Bill Gates. He earned the entire value of FedEx in one day over an earnings report. So I think they could handle the liability. Yeah, if you take the absolute market valuation of FedEx, that's what Amazon earned in one day because their market report was a good one. Oof.
Oof.
So, yeah, I think they'll figure it out. But they're not coming in my house.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass our company, or my company, whatever, my work location. They're cool about packages. So anytime Mrs. Spike needs anything, she tells me it's coming, and I tote it on home. Tote that bar, lift that bale.
I get that, and that's one solution. I live in a town where, on the rare occasion when UPS misdelivers something, the really cool lady that lives one block away walks it to my house, and we do the same for her. And in spite of the fact that there are 3 schools that walk down my street, nobody really messes with boxes. I get that there are places where that happens, and it needs to be fixed. Not bugging me.
Mm-hmm.
But this next subject also is not bugging me in a great way.
Which one is it?
That would be the centerfold of the latest edition of Playboy magazine.
And and we kind of hinted that we were going to talk about this today, and I apologize, faithful listeners. I failed you. I did not get a chance to go buy the Playboy yet.
I'm ashamed of it. I, on the other hand, did the proper research.
Nice.
I took care of business. I did not buy the issue. I'll get to this in a moment. What we're talking about is Playboy magazine featuring its first transgender centerfold, modeled by the name of Inez Rao. She is 26 years old. She's from, I believe, France.
We come from France.
I need a sounder to bail me out of that one.
She's
26 years old, and let's be honest, she was born a boy, but now she's not.
Have they showed pictures of her as a boy?
I have not seen that. However, in my due diligence, I did some research, and I will tell you, if you look at pictures of Inez sans clothing,
mm-hmm.
If you think she was ever a boy, you're crazy. This girl's hot.
Oh, really? Now,
hot.
Answer me this. Sure. There was talk of that she wasn't the first.
You know what? And in the article I'm looking at, let's see here. Of course, you show me the back of the article. No, she's not the first person in Playboy that is transgender. In 1981, Caroline Cossey, who was an English model, appeared in Playboy.
Okay.
She was also in For Your Eyes Only. So,
but she wasn't a centerfold, I think, is the
exactly
name, right?
Exactly. And I got to tell you, I am coming out.
Hey, now look at that big scoop.
As a sexist pig. No, that was Spacey. I didn't come out today. Kevin Spacey.
Too soon.
Oh, well, it was his choice, not mine. But I will say
The sound of the things, it wasn't his choice. It sounds like he got outed and he had to come clean.
Deflect, yeah. I'm clean. Did you say come clean?
I said come.
Charlie Babbitt make joke.
Bleached your butthole.
See, now you just took it too far. Too far, Spike.
You said come clean, and I'm like thinking, okay, well, it's bleached, so it's clean, right?
Note to Vinny, please sanitize my boy Spike. Sanitize him.
And a taser. Don't tase me, bro. Don't tase me, bro.
But I want to get back to this story because this is huge and important, and people have freaked out over this. And Cooper Hefner, Hef's son, has made the point that this is very much where Playboy's leading edge has been. And I got to say, I agree with him. I have no issues in the world with this.
Right.
I think it's a fantastic thing.
And from the sound of things, you said it is definitely eye-catching worthy.
I have not seen the Playboy pictures. I have done a Google search.
Okay.
Other pictures. I will say this: girl need to eat a cheeseburger.
Well, no, that's not body shame.
I'm not body shaming, and I get that she's doing what models got to do. I don't want to count your ribs. Put on 10 pounds, girl. It's okay.
If I want ribs, I go to Tony Roma's.
Right.
It's going to be a long week.
These ribs. These ribs.
These go to 11.
They go to 11.
That's awesome.
So yeah, I am stoked that Playboy's doing this. I think there isn't a thing in the world wrong with this. I'm all on the right side of this.
Yeah, yeah. So good. Right on for Playboy for doing it. Right on for Inez for doing it.
Speaking of which, and this is going to sound, I know how this is going to sound, but this takes some stones. Does it not?
No pun intended, right?
No pun intended. Maybe a little. Maybe a little. Perhaps.
Perhaps.
We have time for one more before our halftime drink, if you're interested.
Sure.
Have you paid any attention to the brass and pocket story?
I saw that you were talking about. I'm getting some weird feedback.
Just blank the hell out, Bubba.
That's some terrible audio right now.
Well, hold on. Do it again, because then he's going to absolutely lose his poop if you don't say what he said.
Hang on. Let's see if this it's connecting it. Vinny, we're gonna all this out right here. This is just sorry.
Yeah, you're a little lumpy, brother.
Yeah.
There you go. I think you're back now, though.
So I'm gonna turn this down. Little. Just shot me a message. 17-3 at halftime. Oh.
You know, can I just say, as we fall back to the NFL, I turned on my beloved Seahawks for 3 minutes yesterday. 3 freaking minutes. It was all I could stand. I had to turn it off. I had to go outside and chop wood. I was that verklempt. They pulled it out, but oh my God.
So the audio's still on this end. How's it on yours?
You're still going a little lumpy and bumpy.
God dang it. What do you suggest?
I suggest that we talk about your 5th grade girlfriend.
No.
5 minutes till the audio.
Oh, the fifth. Who are you talking about?
I was just shooting in the dark, dude.
Oh, okay.
But you sound pretty good to me now. Let's get back to this. And we'll post this link as well. The Sun reports. Hissy Hind. That's what they're calling her. Hissy Hind. Chrissy Hind of the Pretenders storms off stage after launching a C-word outburst at her fans. So she's on stage. Let me see where they were. For some reason, I think they were in Saudi Arabia. No, yeah, in Dubai, which is probably not the best place to launch a C-word rant.
She did the whole Lido?
That's not quite the C word she was throwing out there. People were taking video with their cell phones.
Wait a minute. Stop a second. You don't know what See You in Toledo is?
In Toledo? Oh, yeah, that's exactly what they did.
That's what she said?
Yeah, out loud a lot.
What the hell? All right, go on.
So Hind called them a bunch of See You in Toledos for recording her. She went on to say that she didn't give a F-bomb because she already had their money, and then she left the stage after she cocked her leg and shocked the crowd and said, take a picture of that.
Well, somebody's brass in her pocket or something.
By the way, worst song in the world.
Wow.
Worst.
Worst.
It's up there. And then she posts, where did she post this? She posts this the next day or so. And says, hi, friends and foes alike. The UK tour was fab. We loved it, blah, 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 blah. I do want to apologize for being a bit of a B word when it came to camera phones and just being myself in general. As you probably know by now, when I'm not on stage, I like to retain a very ordinary profile and get embarrassed by uninvited attention. So if I told anyone to get lost, it's just me being the citizen God intended me to be. I know sometimes I'm not the celebrity you want, but believe me, I suffered for it later that night and wish I could have been a nicer person, but I wasn't. I'm not, and probably not going to change anytime soon. In the meantime, I'm going to take the ticket that I bought for probably $80, fold it in 3 corners, and stick it in her ear hole. Because she just couldn't be bothered to be a performer that night.
Oh God, it's just, and I don't like to make the term, but like old, you have to get used to technology. It's out there. You're gonna go on stage. You're gonna go on stage. People are wanting to commemorate the best they can.
Absolutely, and I got to tell you, I was that person for the longest time until it dawned on me that I'm missing the moment when I do it. So I don't so much anymore. I might snatch a picture or two, a little video, but I pretty much watch the show. But it's 2017, Chrissy, and people are going to record the moment they're enjoying.
Right. Definitely, I think you and I are the same page on that. Maybe a little bit more taking some, but yeah, I mean, people can't spend $80 for a program and a shirt and stuff like that. They have their phone. They gotta take what they can get, right?
Right. It's not like they're being told at the door, don't take your phone in. We're seizing it because Miss Hine is a B word. And she's not going to like you taking a picture.
Right.
Yeah, I have a huge problem with people that are riding on their past coattails, which is clearly what bands are doing the casino circuit, doing the blah, blah, blah. I haven't had a hit in 30 years, and yet you'll come see me. When you tell those people that come to see you, don't record the moment, I have a huge issue. That's what.
So here we are, brother. Let us let's adjourn this for now. I'm getting just all kinds of feedback, and let's try to push it up. I don't know, Wednesday, something, because
yeah, we can do that.
When I hear myself, then I hear myself. I hear myself. I don't know what it is. The thing of it is, and we can leave this into this YouTube thing because I don't think people are going to listen this far with as janky as it is. Usually when it gets like this, I'm yelling at Mrs. Spike thinking she's on the internet. Well, she's not even here now. So, can you got a T1 line?
No, nobody has T1s anymore, buddy.
Why do they not make that available?
T1s are slow. You've got more internet than a T1 had ever. A T1 would have been 1.44 megs. You've got
T1 is faster than Wi-Fi? Or I mean, slower than Wi-Fi?
Yeah, T1s are so 1999.
They're so what? 1980?
Well, 1999. Yeah. So yeah, let's. I'm gonna kill this recording.
Is it coming on your end? All I'm
Yeah,
hearing.
they're all broke up, dude. I killed both recorders. We got a whole other half a show to do. We'll try to do it the rest of the week.
Something. God, I hate that, man.
It's okay. It's what it is. Don't worry about it.
Well, I don't know.
It's Time Warner Cable, damn you people.
Say again.
It's Time.
Time Warner. Did you say Time Warner?
I did say that.
Son of a bitch.
I know. We got a good show going.
We're still live. I realize that. Sorry.
Yeah, we are on YouTube.
So if you're watching live or if you've been this long, my apologies. I don't know what else. My internet's the worst. So
we're gonna pick it up Wednesday. Hopefully, you guys will come back with us. We'll put together a cohesive podcast.
Yeah.
Put it on FM1.
Right. I was just gonna say, head over to Variety 7.1 FM. Check out Sports Drunk. Check out our stuff at 805liveshow.com. And thanks for hanging in there. We'll catch you later. We're just going to cut it.